Hello and welcome to another exclusive lesson from Repercussion Drum School. If you haven't guessed it already, today's lesson is going to be about paradiddles, which is what I was playing continually at the top of this video. So we'll look at the basic paradiddle, the basic sticking for it, and some ideas that I have about sort of going about playing it and applying it to the kit. So we'll start with the basic paradiddle, just played on the snare drum. So the sticking for this is right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. And then you've got accents on the right of the first group of four and then the left of the first group of four. So it's like this. Now remember, it's important to get a big distinction between your accents and your regular notes. Regular notes point towards the horizon, accented notes point up towards the sky. So you're trying to get this kind of whipping action. I liken it to casting off a fishing rod. That's the kind of action that you're looking for, so the wrists and the fingers need to be nice and loose to be able to get the stick back. If you're aiming to sort of hit your shoulders, not necessarily doing so, but that's the kind of action that you're looking for. And then with the regular notes in between, if you try and keep them as close to the snare drum as possible, then the actual dynamic takes care of itself, because you can't make a huge noise if it's nice and close to the snare drum head. So that's your basic paradiddle. Then we try and expand this out around the kit to make it a bit more interesting. So what I like to do is put the accents on the floor tom for the right hand side, and that's the high tom for the left hand side. Taking it a step further, we go up into cymbal land. Now the added complication here obviously is that you need to add a bass drum in to make the full impact, because you've got the very high frequencies with the cymbals, you've got a nice big bass thumping frequency with the bass drum, so that gives you this wall of exclamation as you hit these. So then just try grouping all those together. You know, maybe play a couple of bars on the snare drum, a couple of bars out to the toms, and then a couple of toms out to the cymbals. So that gets more and more difficult as it gets further out from the center of the kit with the snare drum, so you have to move a lot quicker. You know, you've got all the movement between the stick coming back to the snare to get the notes in between. Okay, so that's a good way of using this exercise and just building it out. Another thing I like to do with these, as you might have seen in the top of the video, is to play it as a groove. This can make a kind of regular, just straight 4/4 beat. You throw these in and it's a bit of it adds a lot of colour to the grooves here. You might have guessed I absolutely love this rudiment. It's I keep finding new ways of using this, and it's fantastic. One of the things I love to do with this is to use it in a solo and put the accents just on the snare drum, and then play the other notes between the floor tom and the high tom, and you get this real kind of wall of sound that just sounds absolutely like a juggernaut coming at you. Double bass drum behind that, and whoa, look out. Another way I've seen this used is a really clever little fill. I'm just going to show you this and then we'll talk about the sticking afterwards. So it's right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. And that's a fantastic one to throw in. You can even throw that up into the cymbals as well. Okay, so hopefully that's given you some ideas of things to do with paradiddles. It's one of the first rudiments that I teach to people because it's great for strengthening up the left side, because you can hear, and getting away from hearing it as just a sticking pattern. If you just divide that up between the floor tom and the snare drum, you start to hear it as more of a melodic pattern. Another good thing to do with this, set a click nice and slow, play a bar of 8th notes and then double it up to play the 16th note. So I'm going to choose a nice kind of comfortable click pattern on here. So you get used to changing gears with it. Okay, I'm going to be trying to put these kind of lesson ideas up every fortnight or so. So keep an eye on the website, keep an eye on YouTube, subscribe, and I'll throw random ideas. It might be a song, it might be something that I'm looking at with rudiments. But yeah, thanks for all the feedback that I've had. I'm glad that some of you are finding this stuff useful. And yeah, watch this space. Next one in 2 weeks' time. Bye for now.